Today, students, you'll be taking the unit test over sectionalism. Top right hand of the title page, put your first and last name, put today's date, and put your class period. Turning to number 1, you have an information box at the top. House vote on tariffs of 1828, for and against. Free states, 88 for, 29 against. Slave states, 17 for, 65 against. Which of the following is the best explanation of the differences in support for the tariff of abominations? A. The tariff helped Southern farmers, but it hurt Northern manufacturers. B. The American system was solely designed to help the South. C. The Southern Democrats initiated and supported the tariff. D. The tariff helped the Northern manufacturers, but it hurt the Southern farmers. We have a map of Bleeding, Kansas, 1856. In the key, we have a symbol for areas of conflict. Which of the following was one cause of the events shown on the map? A. Western migration of Mormons. B. Westward expansion of slavery. C. Immigrant demands for voting rights. D. Land disputes between migrant groups. Number 3. Which statement best reflects Daniel Webster's position prior to the Civil War? A. Prevent any more states from entering the Union. B. Preservation of the Union is essential. C. Break down individual state constitutions. D. Start a war among the states over tariffs. Number 4. What characteristic of the United States led to sectionalism contributing to the Civil War? A. Northern climate and geography discouraged industrial manufacturing. B. Mountains and rivers served as a physical barrier between the North and the South. C. Southern climates and geography encouraged plantation farming and slavery. D. Distance and travel time discouraged trade between the North and the South. Number 5, we have a flow box. On the left-hand side, we have cotton grown in the South with slave labor. On the right-hand side, it leads to, used by Northern manufacturers to produce consumer goods. Which title best describes the main idea of the flow chart? A. Influence of plantation system on the economic development of the United States. B. The effects of federal tariffs and economic development of the United States. C. Influence of Southern exports on the economic development of the South. D. Effects of industry on the economic development of the Midwest. Number 6. Describe Henry Clay's goal in both the Missouri Compromise and the Compromise of 1850. A. To declare slavery unconstitutional. B. To reduce sectional tensions. C. To end the slave trade. D. To admit only slave states. Number 7. One of the most significant contributions to the industrial development of the Northeast during the 19th century was A. The migration of white settlers and the discovery of gold. B. The development of the factory system and contribution of the Erie Canal. C. Low tariffs and importing cheap European goods. D. John Deere steel plow, Cyrus McCormick's mechanical reaper. Number 8, we have an information box here, starting out with a quote. It is the opinion of the court, ... that they had for more than a century before been regarded as being of an inferior order, and although unfit to associate with the white race, either in social or political relations, and so far inferior that they had no rights which the white man was bound to respect, and that the Negro might justly be lawfully reduced to slavery. The Dred Scott versus Sanford. In the court case above, the United States Supreme Court decided that A. Dred Scott should be returned to the free territory. B. Slaves are considered property without the rights of citizenship. C. Slavery should be banned in the United States. D. Slaves are to be freed once they reside in a free territory. Number 9. What effect did the development of the cotton industry in the South and the manufacturing industry in the North have on the United States? A. Northern economy was based on paid labor, and the Southern economy was based on slave labor. B. Urbanization and economic growth of the South outpaced that of the Northern region. C. Wealth in the South was spread among small farmers who controlled the export of cotton. D. Small independent farmers slowly became the major supplier of raw goods to the northern manufacturers. Number 10, we have a line graph, raw cotton consumption going up this way, years going across. What effect would a higher demand for raw material have on the demand for slaves? A. The demand for slaves would have increased in the West. B. The demand for slaves would have increased in the North. C. The demand for slaves would have decreased in the South. D. The demand for slaves would have risen in the South.